Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are in good health. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Isna Sofiani and you can call me Isna. I am 19 years old, but on the 15th this month, I will be 20 years old. I live in Kendal, and so far there are no plans to move. Okay, don't have challenges. I am here to retell from a video about beginning of the introduction of a couple, which may be their introduction to be unusual. Instead of being curious, let's just listen to my story. So, in the video, it tells how a man from Indonesia meets his wife who comes from France, and the video was made because many netizens were curious and surprised. Instead of being curious, let's hear of my story right away. So this is beginning of the story. A man named Indra Budiman, who comes from Lombok, to be precise, in the Gubuk Melile, hamlet of Tajuk and village of Sengkon, meets a beautiful French woman named Melisa. Previously, Melisa lived in southern France with his family. The beginning of the meeting occurred when Melisa came to Lombok in 2000 and 2017. Previously, Melisa was from Bali for a vacation. Melisa met Indra for the first time when she came to Lombok. They first met at Kanza, where the Indra worked. Indra works there as a waiter and happens to be Melisa's customer at that time. Melisa has a penchant for taking photos. At that time, one of her friends who was a camera takes photo with Indra. When Melisa's friends take a photo of Indra and Indra asks for the photo to be sent to her via messengers, but Melisa's friends doesn't have a messengers. So Melisa's friends asked Melisa to send a photo to Indra, and of course Melisa sent via messengers. Then Indra gets Facebook Melisa. When Melisa finished eating and she returns to the hotel, Indra sent a message to Melisa. Indra asked Melisa to return to her place of work when Indra was finished working. The next day, Melisa and her friend accepted Indra's request to come to her workplace after she finished work. At the time the meeting took place, Melisa was not yet interested in the Indra. Even according to Melisa, Indra was an ugly man. Melisa also never thought that the Indra were a good man. When Melisa arrived in Kenza, they went to the crab shops in front of the restaurant where the Indra worked. But Indra didn't say anything and she was completely silent. Melisa knew it because Indra is just silent and plies his culpon. Melisa thinks that he doesn't like the Indra. Then Melisa and her friends leave Indra. 2 days after the meeting, Melissa went to Bali 2 weeks. They sent news to each other via messenger, telephone, and video call. But Melissa is not all interest in Indra. But one day, when Indra video called Melissa thinks that Indra's face looks different, looks more handsome. Melissa started thinking about Indra. After the video call, Melissa felt some things about Indra and began to think that she liked Indra, but still just love it, not love. After the video call, Indra asked to Melissa to return to Lombok. And finally, Melissa returned to Lombok on 21 December. Then they both went to dinner to Paspa. After finished, they continued to go to Kansas, where Indra worked to eat again. Melissa actually traveled alone and occasionally meets friends at hotel. So Melissa was never completely alone. When she returned to Lombok for the second time, she came back alone. Melissa took the world stay for a while and then returned to Australia for her work social visa. But when Melissa returns to Lombok, then had dinner with Indra, they agreed to date and Melissa decided to stay in Lombok. And that's a short story of their meeting and introduction. In my opinion, the cultural difference between the two countries are not really highlighted, because in this video it only tells about the beginning of the meeting between Indra and Melissa. And the good fellow that I get from Indra figure is that he is a good person, confident, and maybe he is a man who has strong beliefs. The proof is he is sure he can get Melissa, the beautiful foreigner. Yes, even though he may not be that handsome, but he is sure. The good fellow that I get from the figure of Melissa is that she is able to accept the weakness and strength of her partner, never looks physically, and always sincerely loves what she is. Okay, thank you for your attention. And see you in the next videos. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you everyone.